Welcome to the Golden Hour with me, your host, The Golden Dawn. Hello there. Just a disclaimer before we start. At one point in the video, I refer to October 31st as the new moon, and it is in fact the full moon. And I just want to make that clear before you get started and your ears get jarred by that mistake. So please just listen with an open heart and open mind, and thank you for enjoying the show.
Hi, welcome back to episode 5 of the Golden Hour podcast with me, Dawn. So this episode is an awesome one. It's all about the phases of the moon and how to use them in your manifesting. This is one that I had to do some research for because I really was not familiar with why the moon was so special. Like, I know everybody had their cool moon tattoo that meant something deep, and I know the moon is supposed to represent feminine energy, but I really didn't know why it's as special as people, how to use it. Let me put it that way. I didn't know how to use the moon in terms of manifesting, and so it was really great to take some time and do some research and find out about it so I can come back and share it with you. So I did just mention that the moon is representative of feminine energy, and the traits that are associated with that are wisdom, intuition, birth, death, reincarnation, spiritual connection. Those are some of the traits that are associated with that energy of the moon. So when you attune yourself to the moon, it'll help you to embody some of those traits and have that fluidity and creativity and femininity and change. And of course, we mean femininity and energy, not gender. So let's just be clear on that one. So each phase gives off energies that are specific to certain changes or goals a person is giving an attention to. So one thing that was super new for me was that the new moon is for manifesting. So that's when it's the start of something. You're asking for what you want right then. It's an ask and release type moment when the new moon's in. And this is not when... And this is one thing, it's just like a little asterisk, a little caveat that I want to put out there. When you're setting your intentions and asking for what you want, don't ask for what you want for somebody else. Because when you ask for what you want for somebody else, you're getting into the way of their own karma, their own life lessons. Like, you're jamming people up when you do that. You may not know it. You may think that you're doing good, but you're putting a little bit of a static in that person's way when you start trying to use your energy to manifest for somebody else. So just be clear that your intentions are for your own personal growth and not for somebody else's growth. That's their journey. But anyway, off that note, the full moon is when you release the intention. So that's like you've held that intention for the month long and you've made that your mantra and whatnot. And then at the full moon, you release that tension. And that's when you're removing any unwanted blockages that might be getting in your way. And you're very intentional in the full moon about getting rid of anything that's stopping your growth. So that's when you're being like super introspective during the full moon. So on the day of either the new moon or the full moon, you want to like create a ritual, which I'm big on words and how people feel about them. So don't get caught up if you don't like the word ritual. You can call it something that you feel better with, but it's, the same idea of just a practice that you've developed that goes with these particular times. So I just don't want anybody to be chafed by certain words and then not get what the intent is behind what I'm describing. So anyway, you're going to make a ritual where you need a cleansed space first. So I personally whenever I do anything that has to do with cleansing, I like to do it outside anyway, unless of course I'm cleansing the house. You can't like turn your house inside out, but that's when I open my windows just to get all the fresh air in. But either way, I like to be outside if I'm going to do any kind of cleansing in that way. You can use sage, palo santo, eucalyptus. You can use crystal, salt, intentions. I think that one is very underrated. So many people feel like they have to go out and go get something to be a part of their ritual, but your intentions are wonderful in terms of cleansing a space too. And don't forget that your mind in itself is able to move all types of energetic matter. Am I saying that right? Anyway, so with saying that, you can cleanse your space with your intentions. I think that, of course, when you use the sage, the palo santo, the eucalyptus, there's something about the smoke of it that helps to, I don't know, carry it away. And and just like I said in previous episodes, that everything is about what you believe in. If you don't believe in something, it doesn't work. So, when it's the sage, the palo santo, the eucalyptus, and you're watching the smoke, you're envisioning it carrying off that energy that you're trying to get rid of or bring towards you, or however you're doing it. But it's like the visualization goes with it. So the smoke is really helpful in that way. But your intentions are great to use. You can use crystals, definitely, if you're a person who works with crystals. I think there's an art to that, so we'll get more into that. I did do an episode on just the basics of crystals, but I definitely love to get more into the art form of using crystals and crystal work. But anyway, let's get back on track. So if you are inside and you're doing a new moon ritual, you want to cleanse the front door in the intention of manifesting. So you're welcoming it into your home. You want to cleanse that front door and just get it primed for your blessings. If it's the full moon ritual, that's when you want to cleanse the back door, because you want to usher out anything that's blocking you, anything that's holding you back. You want to get, take it out. So in terms of, just to be specific, front door meaning the door you mostly come in and out of. If the garage door is your front door, then that's the door you want to do the cleansing on. It doesn't mean your literal front door, just the one you actually come in and out of mostly, So, and if you come in and out of the back door as your front door because that's how your driveway works, you see what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. This is the teacher in me. So a second part, after you've, cleansed your home in that way, you would want to, on your person, take a bath or shower. So, in taking a bath or shower, you are imagining yourself with that purifying water coming over your body. If you're doing a new moon ritual, you're going to want to do this before you actually do your ritual. And if you're doing a full moon ritual, this is the after, the cleansing, to get rid of it, okay? So for the new moon, you want to make sure that you are using the oils and the music, just everything to just invite that energy and that mindset, because of course your mind pulls everything to you. So you want to pull out your favorite essential oils and your crystals and all of the things that amplify your energy and get you ready. So again, for the new moon, this is what you do before you do everything. Like, you just prime yourself, take a good shower. For some of us, like, I know me, like, I'll make that wash day for my hair so I can just like get it all from the top to the bottom and extra clean. And then it's all about just setting the intention. So you're just like imagining that cleansing water washing away everything, setting your whole body and soul physically clean and good to go. So so before the new moon or full moon is actually ready to go, you're going to want to decide what your intention's gonna be. I don't suggest you like procrastinate and wait. I like if you're really gonna go through this ritual and really put your energy into it, I think it should be something that you're committed to deeply, because I know that I've set intentions and not stuck to my mantras and whatnot before, and I just believe it's because I don't really want it, because I know what it looks like when I really want something, and that's just not it. So I just don't really want it. But for this one, you want to set like the whatever intention that you really do want and you really do want to see for yourself. And it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be something small. It can be something like, I just want to work out more, if I want to focus more on my physical health, like that. It could just be that, and that's something that you could stick to. But it's just whatever you want to see in your life, whatever you want to manifest. If it's financial, make it financial, because money is as much of an energy as anything else. So if it's money that you want, then manifest that stuff. So I personally think that you should use pencil and paper when you are setting your intention and writing it down. I think old school, just regular wooden pencil, I think there's something about the graphite inside of the pencil that's special, because we know that graphite in itself, when you hold the stone, like the crystal of graphite or stone or whatever, it's the energy of creativity. Like that's one of the properties of graphite. It's wonderful if you live in a place that has a lot in the soil. That's very creative soil. So graphite, regular number 2 graphite pencil, and you're gonna set your intention on paper. It seals the deal. Pencil and paper, it's something special. I don't know, maybe I should look that up too, the science of the pencil and paper. I love to look up things, so I would go do that homework, or maybe somebody can fill me in on actually, I don't know. Anyway, but you want to have, I would hope that you would have like maybe a designated notebook, that something that feels special and ceremonial to you. So I know I showed you in one of my videos, but my pleather bound chakra notebook, this is where I keep all of my conversations about manifestations. So when you're setting your intentions, you want to have just 1 to 2 clear goals. You don't want to go crazy and have like a long laundry list of all the things that you want to manifest right now, because you need to focus. So just only have 1 to 2 things on that list that you want to see come to fruition. This, I cannot say it enough. You have to believe that it's a thing that's going to happen. You have to believe in it. Nothing in the world is real if you don't believe in it. Like I think it's such an understated thing that people don't think about in terms of just how life works. If you don't believe in something, it's not real to you. You can put that idea to any topic you want and it works out. If you don't believe, it's not real. So believe that it's a thing. Believe wholeheartedly that this is a thing. If you don't believe it's a thing, then it's not the thing you're supposed to be trying to pull to you right now. You have to ask yourself, do you feel worthy of this thing? So say, for instance, is finance. I feel like so many of us have like an indoctrinated bad relationship with money, where we believe that it's a thing. And I know that I'm a person who believes that money's a thing. It's not. It's just the concept that we've decided that we're all going to play the game and believe in, but it's not a thing. And so with saying that, anybody can have all of it. Like, it doesn't have to be the top whatever 1%, 3%, whatever it is that has all the money. We could all have it. So manifest that stuff, bring it to you, because they can share. So do you feel worthy of it? Do you feel like if you're manifesting $1 million, do you feel like you have brought $1 million to yourself? Do you feel able? Do you feel like it is something that you can definitely feel happening, like you can see it? And when I say see it, I mean visualize it like super clearly. Feel the emotion of it. Feel like you have it. I cannot stress that enough. Like, you have to own it in your mind, body, soul. You have to just, if you want a new house, you have to imagine yourself walking through it, but you have to believe that it can happen. And that is the thing that you just always loops back to that. So feel the emotion of it. Do you feel like excited? Does your heart rate go up a notch because you're so excited? Like, that's what you want to go for. Okay, so after you've made this clear visualization in your mind, then you want to refer back to your journal daily and come back to this moment of living it in your mind. Live it. Oh my goodness, there, I'm back to where my goal is. You know, I can feel that I have it. And then add more details to that visualization. That word is sticky today. But add more details to it. Make it so crystal clear. Like, if you're manifesting that vacation, can you like feel the sand between your toes? Do you feel the heat on your face from the sun? Like, even though it's the dead of winter somewhere, maybe, like, can you feel it, you know? So one thing that I saw that was a really cool idea. I've never done it, and I know that I've seen the paper for it, but I didn't even think to do this. But people out there use seed paper to write their manifestation, and then when like they do all of the same visualizations and whatnot, but then when they do their full moon ceremony, they bury it to plant the seed. And I'm like, that sounds like some powerful manifestation. So I can't wait to go find myself some seed paper. I know I've seen it recently, and I'm like, that is so cool. So anyway, during this new moon time now, you want to wait, like, when the actual moon is there setting, like so when this comes out, I guess tomorrow you'll see the new moon on October 31st. So listen up, because I'm going to do a quick meditation just for the new moon to bring it in. So anyway, for the new moon, you're going to want to have a journal, a prayer that you're going to write yourself, or that if you already know of one that you particularly are feeling, you can use that. A candle or an incense, or just whatever you might be cleansing. And then you're going to, while the moon is high, and this is going to sound silly, but I guess I didn't look to see if there's a particular perfect time. I would guess midnight, because that would be like when it's the highest in the sky. I don't know, intuition tells me midnight. But you would read your intuitions out loud, requesting assistance from the moon, and ending it in with this or more, which I've always been an advocate of, because you don't ever want to limit your manifestation. So every time I've prayed, it's always ending with this or more. Some people have a prayer or a chant or a meditation that they do, maybe a singing bowl ritual. Just, it could be something personal that you write yourself. Again, like I said a little bit earlier, I will be doing a new moon guided meditation. Sorry, I don't know what happened. A new moon guided meditation tomorrow. I'm going to be putting that out. So that'll be for the October 31st new moon. So if you want to use that one to set your intention, then that's a great way to start if you can't think of a prayer to write yourself or a meditation that you would like to do. You want to watch the smoke from your candle or incense and envision your prayer going up with it. So you just use your imagination, because obviously we know that your imagination is how you manifest. Like, that is a real tangible thing that you can muscle, that you use to create things, is your imagination. So you use your imagination to envision it going up and believe that it's going up. And once you feel satisfied, you can put out the candle. So once you just feel that your soul is ready to keep it moving, then go ahead and put out that candle. You want to read your intention daily. You want to feel the emotion of it. I can't stress that. If you don't believe in it, it's not a thing. You have to believe in it. You have to. And if you don't, then it's just not time for that thing yet. You have to pay attention to your thoughts. This is a big one. This is a hard one. This is one that I've been kind of, working with for years. But pay attention to your thoughts. You have to create positive energy around you to keep that manifestation mode. So if you don't attract what you want to yourself on a regular by having quote unquote attractive conversations that are just bringing things to you positive, trying your best to keep out of conversations that are lower frequency. I know yesterday I caught myself getting frustrated and having a lower frequency conversation, and I just had to catch myself like, this is not of me and I have to knock it off. So you just have to catch yourself and bring it back, and just remember that you are a manifesting person, which I think you have it comes with it a responsibility to yourself to just keep your energy clean. It's what you owe yourself, and that's how manifestation works. So if you don't, take care of yourself in terms of, guarding your energy, then this is not going to work for you. You have to guard your energy by creating energy and keeping that cycle going of positivity around you. Things, of course, are going to come in. They always do. But that's part of the lesson on how to duck and dive and, get around these things. So now this is the one, please don't forget this part. You have to do something. You have to do something towards that intention. You can't just wait for it. There's a doing that happens with it. So if you are trying to manifest a new job, you can't just write a prayer and put your candle out with up in the smoke, and then and a job's gonna call. You have to put resumes out. You have to, that's how that works. Nobody can find you if you don't do your steps of it. If you are gonna looking to get a house, you gotta go meet the people, do your due diligence, check your credit score, then go meet with the mortgage people. Then you have to get the ball rolling if you want to get a new house. You can't just say, oh, somebody's gonna gift me a house. It's not happening like that, So you have to put your energy and your work to it. You got to do something, and just pay attention to your thoughts. I can't say that enough. Just pay attention to your thoughts. Don't go to those base thoughts that, even no matter, I don't care who you are, I really don't think you can avoid sometimes having that rogue base thought. So just pull yourself back out of it, remember who you are, and dust yourself off and try again, like Aaliyah said. So the full moon, this I definitely think should be done outside for sure, because this is for the getting rid of the cleansing. So you're going to need your lighter, candle, intention, your intention, so it written on a piece of paper, and you probably want paper and pencil and a prayer ready for the full moon. But you're going to read your intention out loud with a "so it is done" instead of saying this or more. This is a "so it is done." And you're going to know that this is an ending. This is the end to whatever nonsense is going on inside of you with your shadow. You're going to put an end to something, whatever it might be, that's getting in your way. And you're going to you're going to know that it's the end, or at least that the end is coming, or the completion of something is coming. You're going to know that, but in a positive way. So, it in terms of ooh, now that was what I thought was gonna happen. That's the reaction that you're gonna have. There it is. That kind of So, using the prayer that you created, including, and make sure that you've included gratitude in it. You always ask for gratitude, you always give gratitude when you're asking for universal assistance. And so make sure that you are putting gratitude out there for just, I'm grateful for the lessons that the universe has shown me. I'm grateful for, the ability to be introspective and understand myself better. It could be anything, or it could be some of the more tangible things. I'm grateful for a roof over my head. I'm definitely grateful for that. So, it could be whatever you need it to be. You're gonna, at this point, You're going to light your intention on fire. I love this part. You're going to light your intention on fire, and you're going to watch the smoke go up, and imagine your intention manifestation complete. So just burn it. Throw it up into the air. And, well, don't do that. Don't throw it up into the air because that can start a fire. Put it in on something that can hold fire. Okay? And so pull out your journal right now, and if you feel anything, because I feel like release lets you feel things. If you feel anything, write them into your journal as a way of like releasing them out. Like just get them out. But that's the full moon ritual, which is quite similar, obviously, to the new moon ritual, but of course with the intention of like getting rid of and letting go of things. I think that's pretty cool. I hope that this was like as informative for you as I found it, and I never had a full moon ritual, and now I do, and I cannot wait to implement it. I definitely I'm just excited to watch it work. And I can't wait to, be my own person to give a testimony on why I love this stuff. There's so many other places where I can give a little testimony for manifesting and all of that, but I definitely want to see what's going on after this new moon ritual. I'm super excited about it. But it is time for our 3-minute reset. We are on the go, and sometimes you just need a little 3-minute reset to get everything back in order so you can go about your day. Excuse me. So I want you, just as usual, to plant your feet on the ground. I like bare feet on my ground. I want to feel the ground beneath me. So plant your feet on the ground. Sit comfy in your chair. Take a deep, relaxing breath. Relax your forehead. Feel your muscles in your forehead just go limp. Relax your eyelids. They now feel calm, no fluttering. Relax your tongue, loosen your jaw. Feel your tongue come off the roof of your mouth. Relax your shoulders. Let them drop away from your ears. Relax your spine. You feel your back pressing up against the back of your chair comfortably. Let's just breathe in positive energy and breathe out everything that's not serving us. Breathe in all of that positive energy and breathe out all of the things that aren't serving us. Set your intention for the rest of your day. For me, I will usher in the new moon with meaningful purpose. Take a moment to send your gratitude up into the universe. Now open your eyes and you're ready for your day. Thank you for joining me for my 5th episode, and I cannot wait to hear about how your intentions were manifested during your new moon ritual. See you next week. Oh, and as within, so without.